Taurus, let us see what your June 2024 message is for the month ahead. I will let you guys know I go live for free every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. The link for my Facebook group and Facebook business page where I do it at is in the description. And I'm also available for private reads right now. The link for that is also in the description. Without further ado, let's get all your personal and spiritual, emotional growth and manifestation tips for the month of June. You got a lot going on. You got a lot going on. This is interesting. You've got love here. You've got business here. You've got getting mental clarity here. You got it all here. I don't see a strong desire in you to make more money this month. So if you want more money, which when I fill into the collective energy of Taurus, you guys want more money, but I'm looking at your like energy snapshot. Believe it or not, you're not actively sending out rockets of desires, and you're not doing anything like, you know, like show me how I can make more money this month while still maintaining my time with my friends and loved ones and connected ones. I'll let you guys know that, okay? So inner being, show me how I can maintain my level of free time and friendships that I have and relationships that I have while also helping me make more money. I would say that based on this read and also filling into your energy. So it does, okay, so going into the read though, it looks like for the basis of the month you have, you're like beating yourself up for a decision you made in the past or the lack of a decision in the past. It looks like the Page of Fire means like you've got something like exciting going on in your life right now. And it's like upticking in energy just a little bit. I think you're like a little annoyed that whoever the person is on the other side of this, whether it's romantic or not, is like not going as fast as you would like in terms of like going all in and putting their all into it. And it just feels like a little imbalanced to you because you've been putting your all in to try to make it work. When like, it's more about taking a step back and having that curiosity of like, show me who you are, whether it be romantic, employer, whatever. Just show me who you are. Show me what things you value. Show me the types of traits that you value in a person you're going to be doing business with. Show me how you conduct business. Show me your communication style. Like just have that kind of let me learn who you are. Show me who you are type of an attitude, you know? And so because it kind of looks like even though you have something passionate going on in your life right now and like an exciting news, maybe you're taking a vacation, maybe you just got a big project, maybe you just got a cool collaboration coming up, you got the 5 of air crossing it. So it's kind of like, it means you're not allowing yourself to fully immerse yourself and be present in the right now and enjoy what you've got going on right now. You're comparing it to like offers you got in your past. And you're living that little bit of, I messed up. I made a bad decision. I didn't make the right decision. I wish I had done this when I was younger. Okay, so give me some advice cards for that though, Spirit. So that's like the basis of your month and your spiritual lesson. Oh, okay. So the advice is, it's like recognizing that the decision you made to like whatever decision you postponed and you're like beating yourself up for not making when you were younger, it's recognizing that the journey to get you to today, it got into the Queen of Air energy, which is someone who could be a little bit more logical and make good decisions. So the spirit guides want to come in really quick. Like you made a good decision. You made a good decision. You are at a point in your life where you realize in hindsight, the good offers you got. Don't beat yourself up and stay there. Get into the, I now recognize that that was a good offer. I'm glad I have that awareness of what a good offer is. Universe, show me how I can get those kind of offers again now. Because you got the Fool card right after that, and then the Page of Earth. So there's a little bit, Taurus, of you not communicating. It's just, I should have said yes then. I messed up. I'm not getting those kind of offers. Instead of, show me how I can have that playful of a relationship again. Show me how I can have that level of financial supports and spoiling again. I'm ready to feel spoiled again. Show me how I can get those kind of employment opportunities again. And show me that vibration of how I felt then. How can I get that kind of opportunity and offer now at the new me that I am? There needs to be a little bit of an acknowledgement catching up to speed with who you are, catching up to speed with the thought changes you've had. A little bit of acknowledge that I'm a new person today and I'm calling in new opportunities. That's the only basis of the issue, Taurus. You haven't called in new opportunities. You're taking opportunities that are letting you maintain the status quo instead of, I'm ready to expand and to see how I can have even bigger money opportunities. Even though the past chapter of my life, my business, I didn't feel good charging that much. If there's a new way for me to make more money in my business where I enjoy it, it feels fun, and I look forward to it, show me that way. We guarantee you, when Kelly first started and she raised her rates to rates where she could financially support herself, it felt bad, icky, slimy, I'm evil. Now it's oh no, that's my rate. If like, oh, that's my rate for one-on-ones, but I do go live for free every Tuesday, 11 a.m. She can say it, and that's what you've done by coming into the Queen of Air. You have much more like authority, much more autonomy, much more sense of self now, that things are going to be easier for you. So kind of quit being afraid of the past. Okay, yeah, and it looks like, oh my gosh, for your personal power, not your personal power, excuse me, for like your human level lesson that goes under that spiritual growth lesson, it's lovingly communicate what it is you want. And so like right now, it's just, it looks like you're at a place where you're not even admitting the things that you want. It's more like okay, well, here's what I can get. I better settle. But life is about that expansion. Life is about that creation. You can always send off like a step one ask, universe, I'd like this, rockets of desires, sometimes they're translated as. And you might go, how can I get a guy like XYZ that I have this kind of a connection with? He could come in and you might go, oh, I actually don't want that. And then you can line up and go, hey, what I've got is actually really good. Because you're kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. You're like, wait. In the past, I had good opportunities. And in hindsight, I realized they were good. What I've got right now, I don't feel fully settled in it. But I don't want to give it up. And then in hindsight, realize that was a good offer. It's more about, and I will share with you guys that anything that you do, there's always going to be 5 to 10% of like a disappointed feeling or like a settled feeling or like a I don't like that. It's more about, as long as it's only 5 to 10%, right? I'm not talking about toxic situations or toxic things, but only 5 to 10%. That's where it's yeah, I don't enjoy that aspect of it, but here's the 9 that I like. And then you focus on the 9 out of 10 things that you like out of it. So it just looks like you're really at this place of like reconciling, is whatever opportunity you have in front of you, is it a good one for you? Hear that though. Just quit worrying about, is this the best I can get, versus is this a good one for me for what I want and what I like? Because you don't necessarily want, like, let's just talk about love. You don't always necessarily want like the skinniest, best cook of a wife you could get. You want someone you could probably enjoy some good conversation with too. Someone who has the same like family goals as you too. So it's not about getting the best cook or, you know, the wealthiest man, but it's show me a man who values this type of a lifestyle and loves spoiling his woman, and we share a good connection. So it's not about getting the best deal you can. It's about show me the most simpatico connection for me. Okay, in your recent past, well, I can tell you're trying to be more of a team player in love specifically. You're trying to be more of a team player. You're trying to help things along and move them along. It's just there's something in your energy right now of like you're trying to inspire them, when that's just going to exhaust you, Taurus. And so you got to sink it into be like who you are. And it's like, I know that I want a more playful, witty banter relationship. Who's the person that matches that? Instead of like inspiring the other person to be more witty and banter with you. Or maybe you want that like guy who pays. Or maybe you want that woman who is just like super sensual and cooks, you know? It's not trying to inspire your wife to be more sensual. It's, well, take out the word wife. It's not trying to inspire this person to be more sensual, but it's universe. I want a really sensual relationship. Just show me the person who I can like partner with where it's very sensual between them. I hope that like difference makes a little bit of sense. In the right now, you're definitely ready to take action. Things are going to start picking up for you. You're going to start taking more action. It looks like a little bit more in love. It's like you're more willing to put in energy and effort to make a relationship happen. Yeah. You're more willing to put in energy and effort to make a relationship happen, to see if it could work, to see if there's long-term compatibility there. And it's just like you're not used to putting in that much work and effort, but like you didn't pick any of your past partners for a reason. So even though there might be a little bit of like an ego swallowing or like a humbling or like swallowing your pride for how guys used to treat you in your past, recognize that you said no to all of those. Whether it be because you didn't like them, you didn't like the lifestyle, you didn't like the communication, or maybe you were recognizing that you were like in your ego. I live a life where everything is always working out for me. So none of those relationships worked out because I live a life where everything is always working out for me. And then like let yourself maybe have that little bit of humbling for maybe the more effort and energy you put in this relationship, because there was a part of you that wanted that. If you didn't want it, you wouldn't be putting in the effort to make it happen. And guys, life is always about that little bit of like an ego swallow. Even when like growing up is that, because when you're younger, people do every little thing for you. Sometimes there's a part of you that wants to like, you know, get to walk and open jars on your own. But then you're like, wait a second, I loved it when mom and dad did that. I was spoiled, I was loved. So then you act like, you know, innocent, like I can't do it. You know, when you have the adult go, you can do it. I'm not opening the jar for you because I know you can do it. There is that moment of cry because it's like I used to be shown love that way, and that was really nice when they did that for me, but it's like, okay, I'm a big girl, I could open the jar myself. Like that's it. That happens. That is the definition of life. And even if like if you're a woman watching this and like you waited till you're older to like get married and do the family thing or whatever, I've just been having a lot of consultations with women who are going through that to great results. They get back on track manifesting love in their life. But they're having like but I got better offers, but I got better offers. But like this growth lesson you're going through, you would have had to have gone through it no matter what, whether it was coming from your husband and your family or this new person. You would have had like, because even if you did it, you know, in your sexual prime and you got with a person, you know, that and he like took you on this like epic falling in love story and journey. Once the kids come, it's going to be, babe, I need you to do that. Babe, you're not appreciating me. Okay, babe, you need to be appreciating me more. So you're either going to like learn those kind of growing up lessons with your husband within the relationship, or you're going to learn them from new people who just aren't necessarily giving you the same type of treatment. But like when you see a 3-year-old who can't open a jar, you go and open it for them. When you see a 10-year-old, you're like, you can open it. Or it's an active choice, like, okay, I'll spoil you this once. So the person might give you that princess treatment that once just to give you that good feeling. But like, so just recognize that it's like, just, you were going to learn the lesson no matter what. Okay, in terms of the near future, you got the 2 of Water. So what I would say, the relationship right now that you're putting the energy and the action in, it is worth it to continue to keep exploring it. Oh, the spirit guides. It is very well worth it to continue to keep exploring it, because this is about you becoming an intentional, deliberate co-creator of, this is the kind of life that I want. Show me how I could have that while I'm living here. Show me if that's possible while living here. Show me if that's possible while staying with this person. Show me how I can open up to new ways to enjoy this area to its max. And if this is not the area for me, I need the biggest no ever. It's about getting more deliberate in your ask instead of just letting people come up to you and offer. So that's part of the switch too that Kelly was talking about. Part of the switch is you've just become more deliberate. You've become more, no, I want to choose the people in my life. I want to choose the environments I'm in, the people I'm around. So that means the people who would like to come in and wow you, they're not going to come in when you made that deliberate choice. Okay, in terms of your personal power this month, your personal power this month, believe it or not, is to respect yourself more. Sometimes when I'm coaching clients through manifesting, they think it's all about high vibe, high vibe, high vibe. I just got to like focus on the feeling of joy and bring it in. Yes, that's true. And on the flip side, sometimes what they need, especially if what they want is more money, which is you want more money, you're just not sending off any energy to get more money. I actually tell them, instead of doing the satisfaction list, the gratitude list, appreciation list, I actually tell them to write a list of 10 things they're proud of themselves for every day. And it could be as simple, I'm proud of myself for waking up on time. I'm proud of myself for going on my walk in the morning. I'm proud of myself for trying the insanity workout. I'm proud of myself for watering my plants. I'm proud of myself for paying that bill. I'm proud of myself for vacuuming my carpet. Like, I'm proud of myself for putting the dishes away. It's just getting that vibration of pride back in your life. So it's I'm ready to feel prideful of my work. I'm ready, because right now there's a little bit of your own money that thinks you got to like kind of like sneak around. Like, I found this good deal, I'm going to make money this way. Instead of, I'm proud of myself for researching the stock market. I'm proud of myself for using um, pretend money and seeing that I made money. So I'm proud of myself that I gave myself that education time, that trial and error time, and now I'm making fun of it. I'm proud of myself for trying a new way to make money. I'm proud of myself for calling it a passive income way to make money. I'm proud of myself for being adventurous in this area of my life. So it's really about calling in the vibration of like pride and like self-respect to you. I respect myself. I respect the way that I go about things. Okay, in terms of outside influences around you, wow, dude. Taurus, everyone is giving you the grow up lesson. Everyone around you is, well, you can do it. You can do it, instead of like just coming in and solving it for you. But just be aware that even what's happening that can feel painful, you are manifesting it because you do want to feel more like a deliberate kind of like badass. Like, look what I created. You haven't, I feel it in your energy. You guys aren't acknowledging it to yourselves. You're manifesting something where you're like, look what I created. I created a stock empire. I created a real estate empire, and I did it my way. I did read some books. I watched some YouTube videos, and I still did it my way. There's a little part of it that's like, I created this. And it might be I helped create this relationship. It might be like whatever it is. And, you know, I'm really feeling called to kind of hammer home, for those of you who are in regret that you didn't get in a relationship when you were younger, you were going to learn the lesson no matter what. And there's two stories that are coming up. One was the example of like my grandparents. Grandpa was an engineer at Northrop Grumman. He made a lot of money. He took us on awesome vacations. He was just great. He provided very well for the family. They had a beach house. He paid for everything. But when it came to anything above, like, you know, kind of like room and board, food, you know, buying decent, nice clothes for people, when it came to like things that grandma wanted to buy that he thought were indulgences, he's like, no, it's my money. I have a roof over your head. You get nice clothes. I cover all the bills. You get food. I give you money to like go out with your friends. I'm not paying for that. It's my money. She had to go through that growth lesson while in the relationship with an engineer for Northrop Grumman. And she made her own money. She's like, well, I want vacations, and I want 2 a year. And I want to go to Barbie conventions. So 2 vacations and Barbie conventions. And I want to take my family on road trips. Grandpa just was like, let's go on day trips. He's like, I'm not spending money on a week vacation. Grandma was like, well, I'm going to go earn some money and do that then. And the other one is, I've actually been having a lot of conversation with women who are like regretting not getting married younger and want love now. And I get them great results, but I've also been having conversations with the women who did get married when they were younger to the higher quality men, and they're now like in regret. They're like, I didn't get to know myself. I was just doing everything society told me I should do. I don't know who I am, what I'm supposed to do. This can't be my only relationship my whole life. But now they have kids, and now, you know, and like one lady was like, yeah, I thought I did it right. He gave me a 5-carat like ring on this finger, but you know, he ended up cheating on me with this and that. And he thinks it's okay for our 12-year-old son to be going to a camp where there's alcohol. And she's like, and I have no say over it because that's the week that he's with his dad. So literally quit beating yourself up. Okay, in terms of your hopes or fears, you're just in a fear right now. You got the 8 of air. So you think you're trapped. You're thinking it's like, this is as good as it gets. This is all I can, like, I have to accept whatever's put in front of me. When in reality, it's just about you haven't been set enough rocks to desires for calling forth new things into your life. Okay, in terms of your outcome for this month, okay, so it is going to be a month of like action for you and forward moving. I wouldn't, that relationship is worth exploring and stepping into that deliberate co-creator. Show me how I can enjoy this area. Show me where I'll get my, you know, my good yoga in the morning that I like in this area that doesn't look like it even has a yoga class. Where is it? You know, like, is that even here? So it's becoming that deliberate co-creator, but it looks like, don't expect it to necessarily be like a red carpet experience. This good thing came, and then this good thing, and then this good thing came. Because that's what happens when you start here and you build up momentum in a manifestation. This is when that happens, but you're more right here, which means, okay, I'm exploring this area. I'm getting to know this area. Universe, show me how I can enjoy this area the most. And it's like, universe, show me the yoga there. And because your energy, your momentum on the manifestation isn't this high, this is where you might find 1 or 2 classes. Like say you go on just a weekend trip to explore an area, you might find 1 or 2 classes and you're like, that's it. Because you got the page of air, which is there's communication, but it's not that synchronistic red carpet flow. It's like a little challenging. So that means you go there and go like, okay, universe, like, but this is the type of yoga I want. Your deliberate co-create. This is the type of yoga I want. This is the type of yoga that I like. Is that there? If it is, I'd like to meet it. So it's going to be kind of like a building the recipe, literally one ingredient at a time type of a month for you. But it's because you're going through that overall lesson of becoming a deliberate co-creator. So that's how you manifested it. There's a part of you that's going to be a little like, it's not high vibe. I'm so used to just being high vibe. But it's recognizing that your standards have grown, so that younger you would be, I got a couch, I got a free flight, and I got a couch to stay on. Now you're like, no, I actually want to rent a room, and I want to rent a room with an ocean view. So it's recognizing that your standards have raised and that you're becoming a deliberate co-creator. So that does kind of mean there's a little bit more back and forth between you and the universe until you like concoct that perfect recipe and you go, yes, thank you. I'll enjoy this. All right, I hope you enjoyed the read. I'd appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. It's way more fun for me if you guys are engaged. And don't forget, if you want a personal reading, I am available for that. The link for that is in the description. And I also go live for free every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time in my Facebook group and business page. The links for that are down below as well. Love you guys. Have a good month.